Hello, everyone. I am Krandall Brantley for Buckeyes Daily. The Buckeyes are 11-0, defeating Rutgers 42-9. And you know what time it is? It is officially Michigan week. Before we get into that matchup, let's do a recap of Rutgers. It was senior day, last game in the shoe for 16 seniors, including Sonny Styles, the major, big time 5-star recruit, legacy recruit, and he came in and he showed out. Blocko captain, projected first round pick at linebacker, national champ. Still wants that in some gold pants. He can do that next week. And his brother Lenzo Styles celebrated senior day, and Caden Curry, Davis Ignosom, and 12 others. So you had that, in the defense showed out once again. Before we get to that part of it, the run game. Bo Jackson ran for 124 and 2 touchdowns. Could have been 3 touchdowns. And he had, in the first drive, 50 yards himself. So, of course, you handed it off to him at the end to get a touchdown. Fortunately, he fumbles. It resulted into a touchback, but he did bounce back on the next drive, the 15-yard touchdown. Another touchdown in the third quarter. I think it was 11 yards. And Fox showed a stat that Bo Jackson had his 5th 100-plus yard game. It's the first freshman to do that since J.K. Dobbins in 2017. Now, I would have bet big money Trayvon Henderson had this to his freshman year, 2021. But nope, he did not. So Bo Jackson did something in his true freshman year that even Trayvon Henderson didn't do, that outstanding freshman year that he had. So major accomplishment for him. I mean, he was juking, making guys miss, breaking off a bunch of plays for 10-plus yards. Clear-cut number one back, and that's a great sign for next week. I liked Zay Donaldson. He came in the fourth quarter. He had a touchdown run, looked healthy, and that he's going to be used a lot next week. Short yardage back, that's going to be very important going to the game in the trenches. And James Peoples, once again, had another big-time run, nearly 50 yards in the fourth quarter, and that got the score to 42 at that point. So the run game, I love what I saw from the run game. That is a good sign. Rutgers doesn't have a great run defense, but getting your confidence up, making the offensive line gel when they really need it down the stretch. Okay. I expected a lot more from the young receivers like Mylan Graham and Quincy Porter in this game, considering that Jeremiah Smith and Cardinal Tate were out again. I thought it was their time to shine and get in the mix for the rotation, have more receptions, and have more receivers to rely on for the stretch run of the season. But it ended up being the Purdue transfer, Max Clare. He showed us why people consider him as the best tight end in the country in the offseason. Like the Purdue version of himself today. He had over 100 yards, 105 on 7 catches. Sam looked very comfortable getting the ball to Clare, and that's a great sign, and that's going to pay dividends for Ohio State, possibly just by next game, to have him in the mix, and he's the clear-cut number one option with Tate and Jeremiah Smith out. So, he's unguardable in this game. He was faster than the guys that are lined up with him. He even had a hurdle today. So, great job with Max Clare. The number one defense, they showed off on senior day. In the first quarter, this was after Bo Jackson fumbled at the goal line. Rutgers had a 4th and 1. You can see on the broadcast that Kenyatta is mouthing to the other team, I think the quarterback, saying, "Don't do it. Don't do it." Well, Rutgers called timeout and proceeded to go for it and got stuffed. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see leading up to the game. That's what I want to see next week. That type of confidence They do that next week, it's a wrap. So that was great. That's what I saw from him and the run defense in general. They were just locking dudes up. Caden Curry showed out senior day. 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, including a strip sack, fumble recovery, and a spin move like he was playing like NFL Street. It almost led to a touchdown. They called it down at the 1 yard line. But yeah, fantastic game by him. And then you had Davidson Igbenogsom. He deflected a pass, showing off. Definitely will miss that after the season. And then the following play, he had an interception, celebrated, goes to the sidelines, and goes towards the stands, throws the ball to his family. Unfortunately, they called the play back because it was hands to the face by Edric Houston. But hey, that's still a dope moment on senior day, and I hope his family kept the ball because that was a cool moment. And look, it tells you a lot about this team and defense's mentality that Rutgers scored an irrelevant touchdown at the end, and there were starters on the sideline like legit mad that Rutgers scored. That tells you a lot about this team. They wanted that, not the shutout, they wanted them to have no touchdowns at all, of that mentality. And I think this defense, man, they have been clearly dominant, historically dominant this season. I can't wait to see what they do next week. So, before we get into the game, OSU went undefeated at home for the second time in 3 years. Incredible. Texas and Penn State falling off does not negate this accomplishment at all. It's one of the main reasons why teams, when they do win, they plant flags after they won a Super Bowl, because it rarely happens. And only time, it would have been 3 straight years when they lost to this shoe. That one game at 13-10 a game that OSU can finally get revenge on in less than a week. And the cool thing about this Rutgers game being on Fox, that we got to see a trailer of the game. Man, we were less than a week away, y'all. And I've been asked, would I rather see OSU beat Michigan over OSU winning a natty this season? My answer is no. But I would rather see OSU win this game than OSU win the Big Ten and not win this game. I'd rather see OSU beat Michigan than win the Big Ten title. If OSU were to lose a 5th straight, I'd rather see them not go to Indy. Just to get that, have a rest week and get ready for the playoff. Because that's how I feel about this game. I had ultimate confidence that OSU will break that losing streak. And not mainly because the 2 Heisman Trophy candidates, the number 1 defense, is that it's the best run defense in the country. It's a team that has Caleb Downs, Oliver Reese, possible 1-2 draft picks in this following draft. That's why I'm super confident in this game. And so, look, OSU wins this week 42-9. It's officially Michigan week, and I'll have updates on that every day. So get ready, y'all. Go Bucks.